So let's jump into protocol 4 with your short band. I've got the connector on a 7-iron. I'm going to clip it on. When I put it on, I want to have a sense of resistance of a couple of pounds of force. When I lengthen my lead arm to its maximum length, I can feel that in place. And now we're going to hit some shots with the short band, doing something that skilled players can really do, and I want you to be able to acquire this particular skill. So you'll see, and sometimes you'll see how the band may get wrapped a little bit around the connector. If it does, just go ahead and get it to where it's free and it's not encumbered. Put your good hands on it. Notice how the shaft and the band are parallel to one another. Sometimes I see people with their hands really high or really low. This is a good representation of how, when you grip a golf club and tip over to the golf ball to aim the face, how the shaft and band should be generally parallel. Let's aim that face. And we just did this in protocol number 4 with a wedge. We're going to have the same kind of feels of getting the lead arm, the left arm parallel to the ground, gather up a golf ball, and go to that finishing form. And basically, this is just an effective punch shot that maybe you use when the wind's really blowing, or you're just trying to keep the ball down and bumping and running onto a green. Those kind of effective shots. It's a skill. It's under a full swing, but it's a vital bit of control that you need. So here's this radius. The golf ball center left in my stance. You can see from my T-square. The club is tap, tap, tap. Let's go ahead and let the lead arm get parallel with some leverage. Let that expand, gather a ball, and go to a finish. And hit this very effective 3/4 stinger shot where you can see the importance of radius in the backswing, not overbending my trail arm. There's radius, and then there's expansion of the golf club, golf ball, turf contact, up into a finish where I'm starting to slow down in style, but I still have radius in my arms. And you can feel that in the band the entire time. Let's put a golf ball back in place and hit another one of those. This is another 10-ball set. You've done it with the wedge. And if you find it wants to get a little wrapped up, let it hang and let it just kind of unspin a bit. There we go. It's a little tangled. You can simply just correct it. And if you find that it's doing it a number of times, go ahead and undo it and just let the band unwind a little bit before reconnecting it to the connector, and you should be great. There's an address position, keeping width in the backswing, carrying that to that semi follow through. We're settled, lead arm structured, put in that radius, waggle, waggle, look at the target, and you can see I like to look at the target. Once I establish that I'm in the right dimension with my structured arms, and that club is in, everything from my waist up is in the right relationship to swinging it relative to the ball, then I set the feet, then I can elevate the club and waggle, waggle, and use the sense of the band against my hands to have that waggle back to the ball. And again, this is another 9-3, left arm parallel in the backswing, right arm parallel in the through swing, gathering up a ball with structure and radius, and hitting a precise shot down my target line. Feeling this radius. I can't reiterate enough how important it is to feel this width and this expansion. Now, some of the things I want you to be keenly aware of. The sensation of keeping radius developing in these short shots through a 10-ball set is imperative. And I want you to notice, particularly from the downline camera, that as I'm creating that radius in the downswing, I'm not adding more band tension to my trail arm. The shrouded protective sleeves on the band, I can feel this on my arm. What I'm seeking here is the sense of the band, the shroud coming off my arm. Now you can see this motion of the club working away from me. This isn't independent. This is in conjunction with my pivot. So during a backswing, I can anticipate when I get my left arm parallel to the ground, you can see I can feel the protective shrouding on the band touching my trail arm. That's a feel I want, because I also want to feel the club head work away from me. There's a club working away, the club's mass and club head behind my hand path. that gives me the reward of rotation being important all the way up to where I can touch the band on my forearm again. So now we're starting to see the importance and awareness of where the shrouded protective band touches the arms during the swing, providing the awareness of, okay, I can gently feel that touch. I can feel the club work away from there rather than start to tumble the club over the top, which would result in me responding differently to get the club from sticking in the ground too hard. So let's find that radius. Now look at this swing a little differently as I do it one more time. Again, this is a little 10-ball set. Hold your finish. And you can do these different elements of energy. You know, that ball probably went 120 yards. This is my 7-iron. I'd say it's my 165 club if I was to hit it full and comfortably. So these shots, left arm parallel with push, feel that tension, feel that force away from your hub, and then on the way to the golf ball, you're going to feel the band work away from your arm in this 10-ball practice set as you pivot, collect the ball, and hit your finish. And stay in your finish for a moment before you relax. So in this POV video, there's the club at address, and you can see the band is just barely off the right side of my right hand. During the backswing, here's the pushing radius to parallel to the ground. And as I get vertical, the club may get to vertical, back down into this delivery position where there's still force away from me, gathering up the golf ball into impact. And I'm going to start to feel tension in this point. And this is when my arms are going to want to collapse. But I'm going to tuck my buns underneath me, have a bit of side bend. That's why you see the camera cocked to the right a little bit. And I have that push sensation of both arms. Really important to feel that. Expect the band tension. Keep that sensation in there. That's a big key to the radius development.